Hey guys, now want to let you guys know about probably the best alternative assets investment company probably in the world at the moment. Don't quote me on that. And they are called Regal Assets. Now, why this company, I believe, is actually ahead, they're leading, is because they're into not just gold and silver, but palladium, platinum, but also they're also into excuse me, cryptocurrencies in a big way. Okay, now I'll show you a video later about just to keep it a bit interesting. Sarah Westall has just finished doing a interview with 3 remote viewers, and they all see a future where cryptocurrencies are the basically the form of money. Okay, now people will say, well, why not gold? I'll give you 2 reasons why gold pretty much will not be the king in the future. Just might want to look at these as I'm going along. Okay, so there's 2 reasons why gold will not be the, I believe, in the short term it may be, but not in the long term. Gold will not be, and cryptocurrencies may be backed by gold, but even that, I sort of doubt it. Cryptocurrencies could be backed by precious metals, but I doubt that too. For people that are thinking along those lines, I'll give you 2 reasons. It's getting on for 22 years ago. Guy that has got a lot of knowledge regarding spirituality, especially. He said that he knew a guy that, and this is like 22 years ago, he knows a guy that in his basement, if you went past this guy's house, his house would look like any house in the suburbs, except his basement was basically a laboratory. And Drumbelow said that this guy was making gold. Yes, that's right, and this was 22 years ago. And I suspect that that is true. Also, there's another guy whose name is Mr. Kish of the Kish Foundation. He has stated that he's made gold, can make gold. Now there'll be a question as well, why do we see these guys making gold? Probably the same reason why we're trying to get rid of the deep state. And you might, after the deep state is gone, you'll probably, one of the true things to come out will be the fact that we can make minerals, precious metals like gold, silver, etc. So that's why I'm thinking this company here is leading, because cryptocurrencies are going to be a thing of the future. I think it's, you just have to use logic like Q says, and gold may be short term, but not in the long term. I know, like I said, 2 guys that can create gold, and people, like I said, why don't we see them creating gold? Same reason as you don't see people, showing free energies, and you don't see people that have been to Mars and been to the moon, etc. The deep state is stopping them. But I think it's logical that it's going to be a digital form of currency, at least in the mid to long term. Gold probably short term, yes, and still invest in gold, obviously. because what you'll find with gold too, I don't know, but I would say that the earth-made gold will always be, and I've also heard that you can tell the difference between earth-made gold and synthetic gold, which is probably true, but I'm not positive about that. But anyway, this one is about Regal Assets, the probably, like I say, the best alternative assets. They're leading as far as gold and platinum and cryptocurrencies are concerned. And if a person was going to diversify, this is the company I would be heading for, definitely. Now, before we get into why is that, apart from what I've just said, let's look who's endorsing these. Now, here's Laura Ingram. These guys, I don't know these guys, but sure know Laura Ingram from Fox News. I think she's also a lawyer. Okay, so past 10 years, I think we will do a quick squiz through there. Yeah, so now we have these remote viewers saying that, yeah, they've remote viewed the future, or, the aspects of the future, and they say digital currencies, cryptocurrencies all the way, basically. Okay, so Regal Assets, why we're number one in the industry. Numbers don't lie. We have maintained the highest rating profile in the precious metal industry for 9 years in a row. I think that it might be actually be 10 now. You can relax knowing that you're working with the most trusted company in the business. They've got 1,314 positive views, 108,000 fans and followers, ranked 20 on the 500 Inc. and in 1990 official member, member of Forbes, A+ rating from the BBB, AAA from the BCA. And start your Regal IRA account in 4 easy steps. Now, also, guys, obviously, I'm a affiliate. I'm an affiliate partner with these guys because they're, I believe they're probably one of the, if not the top alternative asset companies in the world at the moment. So you just fill out form, process the request, transfer of funds. You can also put the your gold in storage. They supply that. How to get started. I'm so grateful for Regal Assets. So yeah, if you want to know about Bitcoin, etc., and all other cryptocurrencies, I believe. Okay, so why alternative assets? Why are investors diversifying? The experts agree that the financial market is now even more fragile than 2008. I don't think there'll be many people that disagree with that. William Thompson, anybody doesn't know about the fiat currency system based on, fractional banking, knows that it has to fail at some point. So, thinking logically, we're definitely heading towards, and the truth is coming out now, so probably want to wipe away any aspects of the, BS system, such as the old money system. We want to get rid of that. So we're thinking logically, we're looking towards metals in the short term, short to mid term. Long term, I would say cryptocurrencies, digital currencies. So, student loans, blah, 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 big banks in trouble, private debt rising, national debt spiked to trillions, less than 6 months ago. I'll let you guys read that. Why precious metals is gold really useful in times of crisis? See for yourself. What tends to happen is, definitely in times of crisis, it's when the stock market declines, which will dive sooner or later. I'd say sooner. Gold tends to go up, what will tend to happen is, once people realise that the stock market's sort of in decline, the fiat money system is about to go out the door. They'll obviously get into gold and cryptocurrencies. Why digital currencies? Well, let's have a look. Now, at the moment, of course, the cryptocurrencies go up and down a lot, no doubt about it. But let's have a look at this. But as soon as the digital currencies, become mainstream, obviously they'll stabilize. Now, so I'd say now, guys, is the perfect time. you probably couldn't get a more perfect time. If you're waiting for Bitcoin to drop, I wouldn't worry about that. I'd say just, if you can, get into Bitcoin now. Obviously, because yeah, I think it's logically it's going to go up rather than. I'd be amazed if it went down to low prices. But obviously, too, disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor or anything like it. Billionaires are investing. So there you go. You got those. So 10k investment 2011, guys, with Bitcoin, and you got, what's that, 530 million. That's for 10k's. For Litecoin, 10k investment 2013, you've got 45 million. 10k investment in Ethereum, you've got now 9 million. Not bad for a 10k investment. And well, look at that, 2 years, say 5 or 6 years. Can anybody else name me anything that's coming close to that? Now, I will leave a link to Regal Assets below, guys, so you can check them out. Sign up. I'll leave links to, obviously, some free investment kits, some gold information kits. I'll leave those in the links below. And let's have a look. What else? So billionaires are investing in metals and cryptos. Well, all the people that we know about. Okay, so top IRA products in 2019. Bitcoin and Ethereum at the moment. So I'd probably jump into those. Metal, silver, Canadian letters, and gold, eagle. So there's some of that. Now what have we got over here? Everything you need to know, investment gold, tax-free, without any penalties or fees. You will receive your 100% free 99 pages of insight on investing in gold and silver, including the award-winning DVD exposing secrets of the Federal Reserve. I think we all know about them. You receive insiders RSS. There's some things you receive when you sign up with them, guys. Investing gold bullion, time-tested investment. How can you buy gold with your long-term investor? I'll let you guys read through that. Different gold investments, gold coins, gold bars. Best time to invest in gold. Yep. Why choose Regal Assets? At Regal Assets, product sales, they really look after you. They have a 7-day guarantee on purchase. If you want to physically claim a gold, it'll be with you in 7 days. We offer overseas accounts for retirements, tax and penalty free, exceptionally experienced staff on hand to answer any questions you may have, and much more. Other metals we sell. So they offer silver, platinum, and palladium. I think palladium's doing extremely well at the moment. Delivery of storage. They offer storage facilities, or where are we? Let's have a look. We will set up an account for you at the vault of your choosing to keep you in control. It's that simple. You'll receive a free investor's kit for $99. Well, I'll leave a link to how you can grab a free investor's kit in the description. And yeah, there's some of what you'll get, like I said. So guys, now's the time. So I'll just quickly go over to so here's this video. These are remote viewing, guys. Now, whether you believe in this or not, the things I say in here, and if you really look into it, it's pretty logical. And somebody could invent something, some digital thing at any stage that could take over Bitcoin and all that, etc. However, right now, looking into the mid to long term, it's going to be cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. If the truth does come out, and it is found that gold can be made, which I'd be 99.9% sure that it can, then buy gold, really. So short-term gold, yes. Maybe short to mid-term, yes. and something, you know, they could these guys that can create gold may never, you know, they could you know, they could stay quiet just so that gold can stay precious. Who knows? But these remote viewers here, they all see a future with digital currencies. Whether you believe in remote viewers or not, I don't know, but I thought I'd show you this because it's quite interesting. I don't know if you guys know, but the CIA was using remote viewers years ago, and you know, training them up to be psychics, etc., so they could see various things, what the so-called enemy's doing, etc. So I'd say if the CIA was using, and probably still is using, remote viewers years ago, 30, 40, maybe 50 years ago, but you could definitely say that they're still using them today. So anyway, go and have a look at this. It's quite interesting. It's part 1. And there you go, guys. And I put the links down below to Regal Assets. Quite an awesome company, and backed by people such as Laura Ingram. You know, 9 years straight, as they say there, #1 in the industry, highest rating profile in the precious metal industry for 9 years in a row. Okay, now why is that? I suspect that because they do a good job, they've got the best benefits, and they're leading on the leading edge with cryptocurrencies.